Now, a judge in Egypt has recommended the death penalty for nearly 700 people, including the leader of the Muslim Brotherhood, Mohamed Badia. Mr. Badia and other supporters of the ousted President Mohamed Morsi face charges relating to an attack on a police station last year. However, the same court also reversed some of the death sentences passed in March, when another group of more than 500 were put on trial on similar charges. Well, let's get a sense of the reaction to those latest developments in Egypt. Karen Giannoni joins us now from the BBC Newsroom. Karen, over to you.
John, thanks very much. Yeah, we're in the newsroom, and it's a huge story, this, as you'd imagine. It's a lead story on our colleague BBC Arabic station. I'm with Karim Gohari, who's a reporter with BBC Arabic. Karim, I mean, just give us a sense of what people are saying.
Well, a lot of the reaction is actually coming from the families. The government itself doesn't usually give reaction to any court verdicts. Families are describing shock, they're describing a lot of horror at this very harsh kind of preliminary verdict. As well, lots of lawyers are saying there are legal irregularities, that they didn't expect this kind of a very harsh verdict. And let's not forget that these are over 600 people who have been given a preliminary verdict of the death penalty for killing one police officer. As well, there's been some reaction from the Muslim Brotherhood earlier. The General Secretary of the Muslim Brotherhood for Foreign Relations spoke to BBC Arabic, and he said that they expected this kind of verdict, that they would appeal it, of course, and that this was a move by the government. They, of course, call it a coup government. It's a move by them to try and quell the demonstrations, try and tell people don't go out into the street. However, they will appeal this, as I'm sure many of those involved will really appeal this verdict, yes.
Karim, thanks for updating us on how you're covering the story. I'm going to go and find out how our social media editor, Samantha Barry, is assessing what's coming out on social media. Sam, I mean, this is an interesting